Well, top aide to a controversial South Suburban politician's been fired as federal investigators focus in on his boss.
WGN Investigates has confirmed Tiffany Henyard's senior advisor in Thornton Township is out of a job. Ben Bradley joins us now with what he uncovered. Ben?
Dina and Ray, federal prosecutors charged Keith Freeman with bankruptcy fraud back in April, but that didn't stop Tiffany Henyard from keeping him on the payroll in both Dalton and Thornton Township. Freeman denied in an afternoon text message to me that he had been fired from the township job, but we have the records that show he was, and is raising speculation about his role in the ongoing federal investigation into Henyard's leadership.
Let's be smarter than that. This is not just the price is right.
Keith Freeman has been a top aide and trusted advisor to Tiffany Henyard in Dalton and Thornton Township for a few years now, even running interference when we've raised questions about Henyard's spending.
You don't respond to my emails.
There you go. There you go. Huh? There you go. That's all you get from me. That's all you get from me today.
But lately, Freeman has been feeling the heat from federal prosecutors. They charged him with lying about and covering up his income from Dalton in what some saw as a play to push him to cooperate with the FBI's investigation into Henyard. Back then, trustees said they hoped it was the beginning of the end of Henyard's reign.
Well, that's what I want to say. Nobody is untouchable. So if this is just the first domino to all of them falling, let it happen.
But Henyard allowed Freeman to keep both jobs until now. WGN Investigates has learned township administrators loyal to Henyard began demanding answers about Freeman's whereabouts during the workday. Records show he claimed to be on family medical leave but didn't fill out an application. And on July 9th, HR sent Freeman this letter firing him. It reads in part, "Due to the high-ranking position that you hold at the township, this type of misconduct cannot be tolerated. Your misconduct is a detriment to the smooth functioning of the township's operations."
We are public servants and not self-servants.
Freeman's departure comes as Henyard is facing a challenge for mayor and control. On Sunday, a slate of trustees who have called out her use of tax money for self-promotion, questionable contracts, a big security detail, travel, and her namesake cancer charity announced they're seeking to dethrone Henyard in next year's election.
We have been steadfast in our efforts to stop the gross mismanagement and abuse of power that people have seen in the village today.
Despite his firing from the township, it's unclear whether Freeman is still making money from the village of Dalton. In a text message to me, Freeman denied that he was fired and denies that he's cooperating with the feds. Henyard's $5,000 a month publicist, once again, did not respond to our request for comment.
Surprise, no comment. So he's disputing that he was fired, but is he still like doing the work of the position?
Well, this all started in Thornton Township
Right.
when they said he wasn't showing up for work. Now in the village of Dalton, we're told by trustees, is still on the payroll in Dalton, but there have been some attempts or rumblings to remove him, but no formal process, because he's the village administrator. The village board in Dalton would technically have to be notified that he's out, and Mayor Henyard hasn't done that yet. So his status is like everything else in Dalton and Thornton Township. Sometimes you just have to go to the meetings and
I can't imagine what it's like to be a resident and try to find answers to any of
And for
this.
the last year, as we've pointed all of this out, it is residents who bear the burden of this government dysfunction.
Yeah, they've been dealing with that. Ben, thanks so much.
Freeman a couple of times, and Freeman's got his own problems. Let's put that. We got that on the screen, and this is what I want to ask. I want to ask you guys, especially you, Shara and Angel Wings. FBI's already issued subpoenas to people. They snooping around, gaining evidence. This is what I want to know. When they run up to Mr. Freeman, that's already got his own problems, bankruptcy fraud, where he didn't list one of the jobs that he had between Thornton Township and the village of Dalton. When they come up on Mr. Freeman and they be like, we can help with some of this other junk you got going on, if you go ahead and finish telling us where all these Henyard bodies are, how long y'all think it's gonna take for he flip? Cause he looking acrobatic as hell to me. I think he flipped when you dog look, my man's got papers here. IRS, bro. So I wonder if G Money gonna be his sister's keeper for long. Oh yeah, they gonna put her in. They gonna put her in there. They gonna put her in there. Let's say yeah, she's definitely going in there. Let's check out I know. Speaking of Miss Henyard though, but I think Freeman is definitely gonna flip Sahoy on her like big time. I think so, to save himself some headaches, because he's included with the stuff she included in now, and he's got his own fraud stuff with the bankruptcy case. But let's check out.
Not to mention what's been going over in Dalton now for months. We can't even go in there and get our permits and stuff in the room. We have to sit in something small as a jail cell, which I hope somebody gets real familiar with real soon.
In September, even before the judge's order, but they cannot fire her because she is an elected official.
After 2 trials and guilty verdicts on 3 of 4 total charges against her, will Marilyn Mosby face time in prison?
Peterson's backseat personal police ride, she decides to have a little talk with Jesus.
He was these black men who was teaming up with the enemy, who were disrespecting the women, the black women.
I'm gonna ask y'all to give me a minute.
If I wanna look at my degree, I've got to check the way to me. I've got to read what you're gonna be. If I wanna answer to me, I wanna know you say hey, but they won't look up at me. That is my motherfucking dollar, but they won't